Hi, everybody, it's Christy, and I am coming to you from my Artful Adventures. So, the other day, I had shown you how to make a real simple little box out of cardstock or heavy paper. And today, I want to show you how to take something that you might have and decorate the top of a box. So, this is a card that I had run across that my friend Christina, who you can find her all over the web at Creating with Christina. And she had made this card, and I found it the other day, and I thought, oh, this is so cute. And so I decided I wanted to make it and put it on top of a box. It could be a box topper. Even though this is kind of festive looking and it's, red and green, I mean, you can certainly use any kind of card anytime and make it, for whatever you want. So I decided that since this was, since the red and green were so prevalent, that I would use just some red and green paper. Doesn't that look fun? That's what we're going to do today. But before we get started, I want to show you how you can figure out what size that you want for any size box that you might, want to make. So first of all, you're going to need to, let me get in a little bit closer here so you can see this. So first you need to decide, do you need the top of the box to be some kind of a certain dimension, or do you need the bottom? If you need the bottom to be a certain dimension because of something you're going to put in it, then you'll want to, make the bottom your first dimensions that you figure out. And so whichever way it is, your top, the lid, needs to be anywhere from a 1/16 to an eighth of an inch bigger than the bottom portion. So and I'm talking about like the square part of, or whatever size, whatever a square, rectangle, whatever you want to make for your box. So whatever the main part of your box is, that's the part that you're going to measure. So if you're doing the box bottom, then you're going to measure, still that same rectangle and go from there. What I did was I took this and I cut this card front. And so, I took the measurements from that. I cut it along the edge, cut the card in half where it was folded, and made sure to cut across here to take off all of the score line so it was completely flat. And, maybe if you do that, you might need to trim your other three sides depending on, how that is at that point. Because you want all of these to look about the same. Now, I did decide to leave the matting on this because I thought that would be real cute, because you can see it's already matted, with the little red bit here and the white. It's got a little white around this edge. And so I decided I would leave that white against the red. So I measured, so my measurement I went with was this plus a quarter of an inch. So I would have another eighth of an inch on each side. So the width plus an eighth, or a quarter, I'm sorry, the width plus a quarter of an inch, and the length plus a quarter of an inch. But that's how I came up with the size that I wanted my lid. So the flat rectangular part of my lid, I want to be 4.5 by 5 3/4. So then what you do is you take the width, and I want my lid to be an inch deep. So I need it an inch deep all the way around. So I need to do, two of those. So a width of 4.5 plus an inch on the left side, an inch on the right side, and then I've got 6.5 inches wide. And so for the length, I need 5 3/4 and another inch on each side of the top and the bottom. And so then my final measurement is going to be 7 3/4 for the length. So my paper is going to be 6.5 by 7 3/4. So that was, the size that I cut this out to be the lid top. And then for the bottom of the box, the same thing. So I need it to be an eighth of an inch smaller so that the lid will go on nicely. So I need these dimensions are an eighth of an inch smaller than these dimensions. And the same thing. So I want to do 3 inches deep on this box. And so you add 3 inches to the left side, 3 inches to the right side, and you've got, your total, so 10 3/4. And then to make the length of the box, take the length that you want, and then add again the same dimensions, because that's how you're going to add that in. So you're going to add 3 inches here, and you got to add 3 inches on this side. So that's how you do the calculations. Either way, you're going to decide which you need, the top or the bottom, but the top has to be at least an eighth of an inch bigger. I've already done this and scored it. So because I want the bottom to be 3 inches deep, I've, added that and scored along the 3 inch line on all the things. and folded and burnished the score marks. And so you want to take these are going to be the tabs. So you want to do them across from each other. And you could do it either way. So just pick one side to start and then do it on the opposite edge. And then it's kind of nice if you angle cut these tabs, because then it makes it a lot easier to put your box together. And then you're going to want to use some kind of an adhesive that you know is going to work really well for you. It needs to be strong enough and stick well. So I'm just going to put some tape runner on here real quick. And I already had all these cut and folded. I didn't want to take too long for you today. I just wanted to show you this real quick. And so just go ahead and stand these up. Make sure your corners are straight here, and then just press them down and really make sure that they're in there well. This one is not quite square. It's sticking out over the top. Okay, there we go. And use these little boxes for anything. Now, I really didn't have anything in particular yet that I decided to use, and that was why I went ahead and decided to make it a little bit deeper. So 3 inches. I mean, and this makes a nice size little box, and it's certainly big enough out of a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. So use paper that's heavy enough. You can certainly use a heavyweight paper or, a cardstock. Okay, so there we've got the bottom of our box real quick. All right, so, and I'll do this right now so you can see how to do this. All right, so I'm going to do the opposite side. So I'm just going to cut down here to release this tab, cut here, and angle in just a little bit. Oops, I don't think you can see that. Angle in. And angle in a little bit. Oh, that's kind of a lot, but that'll be fine. Excuse me. And then again, cut straight down and then angle towards the tab. Cut straight down, angle towards the tab. Okay. Now, before I make the box, I think it'll be easier, or before I finish the box lid, I think it's going to be easier for me to go ahead and put the top of the card on, because it'll be flat and easier to adhere something to. So I'm just going to put this on. And now just going to line this up. I actually measured my box wrong, and so I've got a couple of score marks here, but it was in closer than I had it. So I know that it's going to look okay when I'm done, because it's going to be over on the side of the box. So there you go. I'll just press that down. Okay. And now we'll just fold up our little tabs, just like we did on the other side. And just fold them up in the corner. Make sure your corners are straight, and that your top edge, that you don't have any sticking off of the top there. I hope everyone is healthy and staying safe, and hope you're enjoying trying to get ready for some holiday, whatever you're doing for holidays. I think even though if we are spending time alone, we'll still be able to enjoy some time. Oh, I did that backwards. Did I do it backwards on both? No. Oh my goodness. Well, that's interesting. I'll put something on there. Okay, so, and if you get adhesive on something, if you put a little bit of like baby powder on, it will take some of that stickiness off. So there we go. So I'll do that a little bit later. And there we go. There's the top of our box. Oops, got it upside down. I'll just pop that on there. There. Now, doesn't that make a cute little box? Oh my goodness. I got this. When I redid my score marks, it looks like that kind of messed up my, I'll do that in a little bit. Anyway, I think when I redid my score marks and changed my measurement, it messed it up on one end. But that's okay. I can fix that after a while. Anyway, there you go. And so the other calculations, though, I hope that you enjoy having those so that you can know how to make any kind of a box that you might like to make in the future. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll be back soon. Bye-bye, everybody.